What's up, everybody? Dave here. First of all, I want to say sorry about the video quality. I had to lower it a bit because I'm working with some different stuff that's causing me to have to lower the quality, so it looks pretty crappy right now. So yeah, sorry about that. Now this is the VFX breakdown of Mirror. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It'll be right here. Alright, so I'm going to start off by showing you how I did the first VFX shot, which was me standing right here, right? So I started off by just having myself walk up here, right? I'm standing outside, just walk up, and I get shot, and this all takes place outside the door, so it doesn't conflict with anything in this scene. So I can turn that off, and actually what I did was I faded it in at the beginnings and ends. And I kind of stretched the mask a little when I needed to. Put in my muzzle flash. I actually forgot to do things like environmental glow, which I'm still pretty mad about that I missed that. Yeah, that kind of tore me. I don't know why. The next one I'm going to be showing you guys is VFX shot 4, which was in that room. In the original scene, it didn't actually have this glass crack, if you can see it, but it's right there, you know, if you can't. I don't know why, I forgot to put it in, but this one was a very complex scene. What I had to do was, I have a bunch of tracks, right? I have this one, which is the original base footage track, which was actually pretty wobbly, so I had to do a lot of motion tracking and stuff. So as you can see, it has me shooting. Next up was just the environmental glow. We had this little section where the enemy will come in right here, and all I did was masked out the door, and then I opened it with the door, I guess. Next one was this blood hit, which was actually a custom footage. Sorry, that's I actually named that wrong. That's actually the muzzle flash is up here. Okay, got it. Sorry. So yeah, I just made some stock footage and made myself a blood hit like that, and that was pretty easy. Then I have this plate shot, which is just the clean open shot, which goes against the enemy shot, so that it's like the door is kind of opening. As you see, each one is in there in its rightful place. And then next was probably the hardest part, I don't know, the hardest part to figure out, I guess, was I had to rotoscope myself out with the roto tool. And if you ask me, it actually looked pretty convincing. Like, look at that, that's the original, and then that's me roto. Like, it's really hard to tell that I'm not even actually there. And then, you know, drop all the elements in, and it didn't come out that bad, especially with a little bit of blurring on the edges of my body and stuff. So this next one, VFX shot 5, which is just this little mirror getting hit. Of course, I start off with the standard muzzle flash and everything, you know, shooting. For this one, I had to make this was a very good like challenge for me. Basically, what I had to do was take two different pieces of a clean image of the shot of the mirror getting hit. Then I had to use that to paint out like the background. Because what I did was I basically just threw a little tape, one of those little tape rolls, you can see. I just threw one of those things at the mirror, and then it bounced around. What I had to do was take this paint out layer and use it to paint around and get rid of the reflection, and so you know you can't actually see the object. Which reminds me, I also put a little bulge on there, if you can see that, like just a little bulge. Got a little bullet hit. And then I had to put in the reflections from the guy running in, because those were not originally in there, as you can see. They only showed up for about 2 or 3 frames. And they were pretty easy to do. Next up, I'm going to be showing you the final shot and the last one I'm going to be showing you, I guess. Basically, as you know, I just like, if you've seen it, I had to like be reloading, and my brother Darian was he gave me some of his awesome acting, you know, in this one, and he was standing behind me, so I could just like move around and stuff, and it didn't really matter. So he's standing behind me the whole time, and I had to use these white solids to paint him out. As you can see, his head is right there, and you can see him pretty visibly. See him right there. It didn't come out perfect, but it definitely covers it up, because you can see, like, look at this. This is the original, and then this is him painted out. And it's pretty hard to tell that he was even originally there. I think that one came out pretty good. Now these very last parts of this scene, they're probably some of the easiest, and not really the hardest, but not super easy. Like, they're different compared to what I've done before. Basically what I have is, I have this glass crack, of course, and I have the blood splat, and then right here I had to basically, I got this little bullet hole image, and then I just like moved it with my head, and then put a little motion blur on it, and I actually ended it right where you wouldn't be able to see it on the mirror. So it was pretty, that one was pretty easy, that little piece. The glass crack is just laid right over there. The blood splat, if you notice, actually doesn't get painted over. It just laying there on the, like, on top of my head, and it doesn't look that good, I'm gonna admit. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys that this was mainly a video for concepts, and it didn't take too long to complete, besides like the audio, but it's pretty easy to say VFX shot 4 was the hardest VFX shot in this short film. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys today. So hopefully you learned a little something about what you could do to make some cooler films and effects, you know, whatever you want to do. So thanks for watching this little VFX breakdown of Mirror. I will see you guys next time. Peace.